Where they're at right now, do you like where your defense sits at this point of the year?
Yeah, I do. I really like their mentality. I thought they came out today with a very business-like approach. Got some really productive work done. I think they can see the fruits of their labors, but we still recognize that we've got a long way to go. Really feel like we had a chance this last ball game to show, some real competitive greatness, and we let a couple plays slip away. And I thought they fought hard, but we hurt ourselves on occasions on Saturday.
What are some of the things you guys need to work on right now at this point in the season during this bye week?
We need to work on our fundamentals. Our footwork, our hand placement, block destruction, tackling, angles, all those things you got to stay sharp on and continue to improve. We got to continue to improve our knowledge of offense and defensive football, understand how teams are going to try and attack us now that they have a few games on film. Guys understanding, some of their ticks and some of their habits that people are starting to pick up on. Maybe it's an alignment, maybe it's their stance, are they cheating something on any given call, and just going back and cleaning a lot of those things up as we move forward.
How important is developing that depth and guys like Jancek Johnson being back in the middle linebacker spot, Dylan Bates, bringing those guys along?
That's huge this week, getting those guys some valuable experience and putting them in the fire in some competitive situations during practice, because you never know, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now, those guys are going to have, they may be playing for us, at a lot, not just in a backup role, but anything can happen. You got to get them ready.
John, a third of the way here through the season, or a fourth of the way here through the season. I know you were really pleased from a tackling standpoint after the first game, but now that you hit this break, where do you feel like you guys are from that?
We've missed a couple tackles. Obviously, the Oklahoma game, we missed some key tackles. And when you play teams like that, and now as we move forward and we get into our conference play and SEC talent level, those things get magnified. You miss a tackle that should be an 8 or 9 yard gain. Now it's a 25, 30, 40 yard gain, and there's just no margin for error.
Are they a little less catastrophic than a year ago though, because you've improved speed?
I would say so. We'll really get a chance to find out here as we work through the schedule, but I would lean towards that. Yes.
What's been the difference on third down? I mean, obviously at home you have the third down for what, but 10 conversions again for your defense.
Yeah,
all season.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job. I think a lot of it is they put a lot of extra time in on Thursdays after practice. I make a cut up for them, and they go in and I give them all the calls and all the nuggets for third down, and they go in and watch the film and talk about it, and that's been, I think, very beneficial. And it's just everybody doing their job. Third down is the money down, and that's the most critical down for us as a defense, and really for an offense for that matter. And just everybody doing their job. And right now, it seems to be coming together on third down for us.
How do you think those newcomers, how much did they grow up by being able to go on the road and play at Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think it was different for them. You could see the look on some of the guys, and just the crowd, just a different feel. A foreign place, and so we had a couple mistakes that were made, and that's valuable experience as we move forward.
Your familiarity with Coach Bobo and Coach Rick, how
Yeah.
much does that help? How much does that?
I don't know if I don't. I'm not going to help you tackle those big backs. That's we need some help doing that. That's what. Obviously, we're familiar with each other. We've all very close, good friends, colleagues, and we don't play the game. The players do. So I know they'll do a great job getting their guys ready, and we're going to do our best to get our guys ready. And they got to go out and perform on Saturday.
Well, what's been the biggest surprise to you so far, in terms of a pleasant surprise from this group?
I just think the way they've handled themselves, being young, I thought there would be a lot more issues than what have occurred. I think they've been able to learn things quickly. I think they've been able to apply some concepts that have helped them progress at a pretty good rate. And I'm just really pleased with their overall level of maturity as a group.
Is there a common theme among the breakdown plays at Oklahoma that you talked about, the few breakdowns?
No, there really wasn't. It was a variety of things, about 3 or 4 different things that just, kind of haunted us.
Is it stuff you kind of saw coming? Is it something? To
No,
expect
it's
on the
not.
road?
No, they were not. You know, there's things from day one teaching that we haven't screwed up all year, and we made those mistakes Saturday in Norman, and it hurt us.
John, you may have touched on this, but your defensive line seemed to, on a few occasions, get in the backfield. Or how impressed were you with how they kind of held up against that?
Yeah,
offensive line?
I was real proud of those guys because they played with great leverage and pad level. They were coming off the ball, and I thought they took the fight to Oklahoma for the most part and did a really good job. And there were some major collisions out there. I mean, there was some wars out there. So I'm real proud of them. We just got to keep getting better.
You guys are kind of only playing like 3 tackles, and I think 3 or 4 ends.
Yeah.
I mean, are you surprised how well they held up? Into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jinx myself. We just got to keep getting better there. So.
Who was the bust on that touchdown with Ford early in the game?
It was a bust by a bunch of people, and I take responsibility for that. Anytime somebody doesn't do their job, really, myself as the coordinator, and I know the position coaches all feel the same way. So it was a mistake. We're going to move on, and we're going to learn from it and get it corrected.